Tonight, Uber Canada updates its safety rules after a young girl was left in the back seat and no one could reach the driver. You're watching Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. Assalamu alaikum. I'm Elia Batul. Canada says it has walked away from the negotiating table with the U.S. because no viable trade deal was on offer ahead of the August 1st deadline. Trade Minister Dominic LeBlanc says no deal is better than a bad deal. His comments come as President Trump has hiked tariffs to 35% on Canadian goods outside the CUSMA agreement. The move has triggered backlash from Canadian premiers and business leaders with warnings of serious economic consequences. Despite the setback, Ottawa insisted it won't cave to pressure, vowing to protect Canadian jobs and key sectors. Prime Minister Carney says Canada will continue talks while focusing on industry support and trade diversification. Canada Border Services Agency says nearly 600 foreign nationals with criminal convictions are evading removal, some for over 3 years. More of 70% of these individuals have been convicted of serious crimes like robbery or sexual assault. The agency is under pressure to enforce removals with a target of 20,000 deportations over the next 2 years. But tracking fugitives who often use fake IDs and community protection remains a major challenge. Critics warn that deportation can have life-altering effects, especially for those raised in Canada. The federal government is pushing back against claims it has been sending lethal weapons to Israel. Foreign Affairs Minister Anita Anand says a new report citing Israeli customs data is flawed and misrepresents the facts. She says what is labeled as bullets are actually non-lethal paintball projectiles. The report, released by pro-Palestinian advocates, also cited exports of tanks and armored parts. Anand insists Canada continues to block all military exports that could be used in Gaza, following last year's parliamentary motion to suspend new arms permits. Uber Canada is updating its emergency procedures after a March incident in North York, where a driver unknowingly drove off with a sleeping 5-year-old. The company initially refused to assist the mother or police in contacting the driver, citing standard protocol. This led to a 1-hour delay in locating the child. Following public pressure, Uber now says frontline agents can intervene in exceptional circumstances. This is not the first time Uber has faced controversy. In 2017, a Toronto Uber driver was charged with kidnapping after refusing to let a woman out of his car and attempting to drive her to a private location. She was rescued after calling 911. More recently in Brampton, a man posing as a rideshare driver was arrested and charged after allegedly sexually assaulting multiple women. Uber says it has introduced new safety tools and is expanding features like women rider preferences. But advocates argue that female riders still face risks and stronger protections are long overdue. Thank you for watching Muslim News Canada. We are a community channel dedicated to bringing you stories you can trust. Please like, share, and subscribe to our content. You can also comment to let us know what you think of our coverage. You can donate now by visiting muslimnetwork.tv/donate. For more content, keep watching Muslim Network TV.